Tattoos have become increasingly popular in recent years, with people of all ages and backgrounds choosing to adorn their skin with permanent ink. However, with this rise in popularity comes concerns about the potential risks and dangers associated with tattooing. Are tattoos really safe? Can they pose a threat to our health? What are the risks involved? These are important questions to consider before deciding to get a tattoo. In this video, we will explore the different aspects of tattooing and its potential risks to help you make an informed decision. Before we talk about the possible dangers of getting a tattoo, let's first understand what tattoos are and how they are done. Tattoos are basically permanent designs or images on your skin, and they're created by injecting ink onto your skin using a needle. This ink is put into the second layer of your skin called the dermis, and it stays there for the rest of your life. There are different ways to do tattoos, like traditional hand poking, machine tattooing, and microblading. Each method has its own pros and cons, so it's important to think carefully before picking one. While most people think tattoos are pretty safe, there are some risks involved. One common risk is infection. This can happen if the person doing your tattoo doesn't use clean equipment or if you don't take good care of the tattooed area afterward. Some folks might also have allergic reactions to the tattoo ink, which can cause itching, swelling, or redness. Tattoos can also make it harder to notice skin cancer or other skin problems, and there's even a small chance of getting hepatitis if the needles aren't clean. These risks aren't super high, but it's still a good idea to know about them and do what you can to lower them. More and more people are getting tattoos all over the world. But as tattoos have become more popular, people have started worrying about whether they could be bad for their health. Lots of people, including doctors and nurses, have been wondering about this. In this video, we're going to look into some health issues that could be linked to tattoos. We'll talk about things like allergic reactions to tattoo ink, infections and diseases that can be spread through blood, and issues like scarring and granulomas. One of the most common health problems that can come from tattoos is an allergic reaction to the ink. Tattoo ink has lots of different chemicals in it, and some people's bodies don't like chemicals. If you have an allergic reaction, you might see swelling, irritation, a rash, or some other skin problem where you got the tattoo. In really serious cases, you could have a super severe allergic reaction called anaphylaxis, which is super dangerous and needs medical help right away. Another big risk with tattoos is that they can get infected, or you could end up with blood-borne diseases. When you get a tattoo, the needle pokes your skin and makes a kind of wound. If the tools aren't clean, or if the place where you got the tattoo isn't kept clean, that wound could get infected. And some nasty diseases, like HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C, can be spread through dirty tattoo equipment or ink. On the other hand, while researchers have studied the possible link between tattooing and cancer for years, any direct association is currently regarded as a myth. There's no concrete evidence supporting the development of skin cancer from getting a tattoo. Instead, researchers believe that there may be a coincidence between the two. Getting a tattoo alone is unlikely to cause skin cancer, but there may be risks associated with certain ingredients in tattoo ink. Different colors are created with variations in pigment and dilution, while some contain materials that may be considered carcinogenic, which means having the potential to cause cancer. So it's very important to make sure the person doing your tattoo and the place they work are super clean to keep you safe from infections and diseases. Many people are getting tattoos with intricate designs and meaningful symbols. But as tattoos have become more popular, concerns about their safety and potential health risks have also grown. People are asking, are tattoos bad for your health? It's not a simple yes or no answer. Tattoos may not be automatically harmful, but there are some risks linked to both getting a tattoo and removing one. In this video, we'll talk about different ways to remove tattoos and the possible problems connected with each. One common method for getting rid of a tattoo is using lasers. And this means using strong laser beams to break up the ink in your skin, and your body's immune system then takes care of the tiny ink picks. While laser removal can work, it's not risk-free. Sometimes it can cause scarring, changes in your skin color, and other unwanted effects. Plus, there's a chance of infection and other issues during the laser removal process. So it's super important to talk to a qualified and experienced expert before deciding on a laser tattoo removal. Another way to remove tattoos is through surgery. This means cutting out the tattooed skin and sewing up the skin around it. Surgery can be effective, but it's a more involved procedure that has a higher chance of scarring and other problems. It might not work for every kind of tattoo, depending on its size, where it is on your body, and other factors. Lastly, there are also creams and lotions that claim to take tattoos away, but it's not clear how well these products really work, and they could also cause skin irritation and other issues. There are methods to remove tattoos, but all of them come with possible risks, so you should be careful and informed when considering them. Many people wonder about this before they decide to get inked. Tattoos are a way to express yourself and create art on your body, but they can also bring some risks and problems. So it's important to be cautious and take steps to keep yourself safe. One thing you can do to stay safe before getting a tattoo is to do some research on the tattoo places. Look for places that have a good reputation for being safe and clean. You can read reviews and ask your friends or family who have tattoos for recommendations. Also, check if the tattoo parlor has the right licenses and certifications. The tattoo industry doesn't have strict rules everywhere, so not all tattoo artists and shops are equally safe. Try to find an artist who has had proper training and certification. Another important safety step before getting a tattoo is making sure everything is super clean. The needles used for tattoos can cause infections if they're not cleaned and sterilized the right way. Make sure the artist uses new and clean needles for each person. The ink and other tools they use should also be clean and meant for one-time use. If they use water that isn't sterile to mix the ink, it could have harmful germs, leading to infections. And after you get your tattoo, it's super important to follow the instructions for taking care of it. Doing all these things can help you lower the risks and avoid problems when you get a tattoo. Tattoos have become really popular lately, with about 30% of Americans having at least one. One big thing is following the instructions you get for taking care of your tattoo after it's done. These instructions usually tell you to clean your tattoo gently and regularly, stay away from sunlight and water, and keep your skin moist. Also, don't pick at scabs or peel your skin, as this can lead to scars or infections. By doing what these instructions say, you can lower the chances of problems and help your tattoo heal nicely. Signs of infection include your tattoo looking red, swollen, painful, or having stuff come out of it. If you see any of these signs, it's crucial to get medical help right away. And if your tattoo is in places like your groin or pubic area, it might be at a higher risk of infection because of exposure to poop. So be watchful and check for signs of infection, and you can catch any possible issues early and do the right thing. In short, while tattoos can be a cool way to show your style, it's smart to know about the health risks that can come with them. By taking good care of your tattoo after it's done, following the instructions, staying away from the sun and water, and looking for signs of infection, you can lower the chances of problems and make sure it heals well. Many people wonder about this when they are thinking of getting a tattoo. Tattoos have become more and more popular recently, but there are some health risks you should be aware of if you decide to get one. Allergies, skin infections, and diseases that spread through the blood are a few of the possible problems that can happen with tattoos. Like any decision that affects your health, it's important to think about the pros and cons before getting a tattoo. When you think about the health risks of getting one, it's crucial to remember you have a role in making the right choices. While there are risks, you can do things to lower them. For instance, pick a good tattoo artist. Make sure they follow clean and safe practices and take care of your tattoo properly after it's done. These steps can help reduce the chances of complications. By learning and taking precautions, you can make an informed decision about whether or not to get a tattoo. In conclusion, though tattoos have become very popular lately, it's crucial to think about the health risks linked to getting one. Allergies to tattoo ink, infections, diseases, and skin problems are some of the risks. However, with proper research, safety measures, and good aftercare, you can lower these risks. Ultimately, deciding to get a tattoo is a personal decision that needs careful consideration of both the potential health risks and the personal and cultural importance of tattoos. If you like this video, please do share it and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos.